Game looks so good.
Keep firing! Don't stop! We need more arrows! I need help here, Danny! You, grab whatever you can and get up top!
What are you doing here? Go and take cover in the keep.
Can't hold out against this onslaught much longer. Go and take cover with the others. Look out! Godwin!
Father Godwin.
Where's your weapon? To the battlements! Move!
Father! Will you come to anoint us before we die?
There's my boy.
We'll get anointed after the battle, Sir Hans. With booze.
Get ready! Take cover! Now! Form up!
A rude awakening, eh? Make it count.
Lower the gate!
Oh, okay. Alright, jump right in.
Godwin! Over here!
Okay, this already looks so good. I like the new health bar.
Got
down
him!
there. Come on, aim, please. Thank you. What is going on? Reload. Thank you.
Got him! Get ready! They're coming inside! Everyone here! All three archers here! Godwin! Get over here with that cross! Get covered! Bastards!
Oh, did I not go through?
Let's hope this slows them down!
This is so good. I love this.
Burn, fuckers! Fuckers!
Follow the I didn't hear you say follow me, Dry Devil. That's such a random name. Now... Hello? Hello? Thank you. I mute the mic, and then all of a sudden it like deletes itself out of Streamlabs. I don't get it. Draw your sword, okay?
Don't let them climb up! Knock that ladder down or they'll overrun us! Tough shit. You can't get away from it.
The enemy is too close. What do you mean? I can't attack when he's on the line? There we go. This game is so simple. It's so good.
I've been hit. Like, don't poke at it. Just calm down.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, fucking you, that. Jesus. You're only supposed to deliver a message to Trotsky. And the most adventure I was expecting was a fuck or two.
Everyone to the chopper!
Dude, so far it's playing so smooth. It looks smooth. I've been waiting for this game for so long. I'm so excited to play it. There we go.
Oh, Dentes Fortuna, you rat!
What's that you keep yelling, Sir Hans?
Good gracious, Harry, you don't mean to tell me you don't know Latin?
My apologies, Your Grace. Unfortunately, I was too busy shoveling shit and picking turnips to find time for studying Latin.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever, what does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
I don't doubt it. All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. Doesn't take much bravery.
Christ, Henry, don't be such a stick in the mud. Aren't you glad to be finally out of that hellhole where we can finally enjoy some adventure? See a bit of the world. Meet new women. And simply have some fun.
Sure, but you promised Johannes that you'd be as good as gold, and I'm personally responsible for your safety. Besides, Trotsky's in the middle of nowhere, so I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
God help me, my bodyguard's a monk who can't speak Latin.
Sir. Trotsky.
I wonder how much bigger than that it's gonna be. I tried avoiding any spoilers, any pictures from the game. I will adjust this soon. God, this game is so good.
My word. That is fucking impressive. It makes Perkstein look like an outhouse. Bergov must be made of money. Well, Henry, looking forward to new adventures? Adventures that will become the stuff of
In the first place, Sir Hans, we've got a task ahead of us. An important one, and a great responsibility. You don't meet such a mighty noble as von Bergov every day. So, first duty, then fun.
Quiet, monk. Spoil the rest of our trip. It's all clear to me. We deliver the message, get the fix over with, and enjoy a bit of adventure together. But why didn't Uncle Hannes take care of it himself? Unless maybe he's just testing me.
Aye, it does look like that. He'll hand over all the Ratai estates to you one day. So I expect he wants to be sure you won't botch it.
No, that makes
Of
sense.
course. How could I possibly botch it up? There are foreign armies rampaging through Bohemia. The king is in captivity, God knows where, and here we are in the middle of it all, carrying an important document. No, I intend to make the most of this trip, one way or another.
You're a bit too keen. You never know what might happen.
Fair.
The lily liver! Audentes fortuna juvat! Well, enough of the chat. Trotsky's almost within reach.
Sir Hans,
So
how's it looking there in the back?
Just keep your eyes on the road ahead.
Exactly. If anything in front of us even looks like it's moving, we want to know.
Sir.
Should we get ready for a fight?
Take it easy, Henry. They're wearing von Bergov's colours. They're from Trotsky.
Surround them! Don't let them get away!
Besides, stand a chance against them. Don't do anything foolish, fellas. Just follow my orders.
After here.
Is this usually how you greet visitors, my good man?
This is how we greet armed strangers when bandits are pillaging everywhere.
Can you not distinguish between a noble and a bandit, sir?
It's not always that straightforward these days. Who are you people?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. I bear a letter for Sir Otto von Bergov from my master, Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This is indeed the seal of the Lords of Lipa. And unless I am mistaken, Lord Hanush of Lipa is on the side of King Wenceslas.
Well,
While my master is a member of the League of Lords, who side with King Sigismund.
well,
So it would appear we are enemies.
We're not enemies. We're carrying a message with the aim of putting a stop to the hostilities.
And who are you?
Henry, from Skalitz.
What is your play style? A soldier likes nothing more than to have a weapon in his hand and wear a strong suit of armor. He's also infamous for his short temper. Advisor prefers to solve things using his knowledge, sharp tongue, and a kind word. Scout likes to hide in the shadows and solve tasks silently, undetected and by stealth. Choosing a playstyle will give you some starting experience points, but the choice of what traits you will develop next is up to you. Ooh. So, personally, excuse me. I mean, personally, I would like to say that we're an advisor and a noble, get that speech upgrade, but in all actual reality, we are a soldier and Lord Capon's bodyguard. I don't feel like that fits this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to say that we're an advisor to a nobleman.
I'm Lord Capon's advisor and scribe, and now an envoy as well.
From Skalitz, you say? The one that King Sigismund's Cuman forces plundered?
And slaughtered everyone. Even so, I'm not going to trust you as an enemy, but as a peace envoy.
Even so, you're still strangers here, and armed strangers to boot. And as it happens, we're on the trail of just such a band, so why should I trust you?
You can solve a lot of situations by convincing the other side. In dialogues, you will have a choice of some of the options below that define how you will react, but beware. Persuasion requires the other party to believe you. Okay, so you got the ones from you got speech, charisma, and might. I believe those were in the last one. Coercion, you say anything to get your way, even using lies and manipulation. You make it clear that you're superior. And dread, when reasoning doesn't work, threats might. Okay, let's go to the next page. Many situations can be solved by reasoning with the other party. Within dialogues, you'll have several options of how to react, but be warned that the other party won't always believe you. Oh, excuse me. Persuasion is not about picking the highest number. It's about who you're talking to, what you look like, what your reputation is. For example, threatening a bunch of thugs with violence alone is usually pointless, just like claiming to be a nobleman with straw sticking out of your boots. Okay, so how you're dressed is going to impact that as well. Okay, I like that. Okay. Do I speech? As envoys, we're offering an alliance. Do we really look like bandits to you? As soldiers, we can help you with... He's already said that it's hard to tell apart lords and bandits these days, right? Probably with the war and everything going on. So, I'm going to go with the top one or the bottom one. And I think I'm going to go with the top one first.
We want to resolve conflicts, not to stir up more. Once more, I assure you we have no evil intentions. You can escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained there. That we can guarantee.
Very well.
Sorry about the cold reception. You must be cautious. These bandits create mayhem, then vanish like ghosts. We'll be on our way.
Oh, so you won't accompany us to the castle to see your lord?
Sorry, sir, we can't. Listen, you won't make it to the castle before nightfall, and Sir Otto's orders are to not admit anyone after dark, especially while we're away. You'd best camp until daybreak.
I'll take your point. I mean, back home, the last time someone led a nobleman in trouble into their castle, we had to bombard it to get him out. Is there an inn in these parts, at least?
There is one, but it's a bit of a way out, and I'm not sure your lordship would like it very much.
God! What kind of a backwater have they sent us to? I just suppose we'll just have to manage somehow. Good luck in hunting down those bandits.
Thomas, Captain at Trotsky. Thank you. And sorry again. Farewell.
Farewell.
Well, this is a bit of a hold-up. What now?
Since there's no tavern within reach, we'll just bed down here for the night. The pond looks inviting, and we've got wine enough.
And what about those bandits?
Well, they're probably keeping their heads down, what with that big patrol combing the woods for them.
I feel like the what about the bandits thing was definitely some foreshadowing.
Come on, fellas. We'll camp here on the bank. At least we can bathe. I stink almost as bad as the rest of you, and you lot are rank.
If you guys can't see, I'm currently holding my daughter, trying to get her to go to sleep. So I'm gonna be playing a little bit more further back from the camera, but I'm still gonna try to play. She just ate, so she should be falling asleep here soon. Hey, where's Mutt?
Christ's sake. Henry! Call off them dog before he wolfs down the last of our mates.
Mutt! What's all the fuss about, Mutt? Are you that hungry? All right, I'll see what I can get for you.
Find something to eat for Mutt.
Hoorah! Barking was a pain in the ass.
Listen, would you have some scraps for Mutt?
That's a good one. He already gobbled up a piece of venison while I was having a piss. I've got one last sausage and I'll be saving that for the way back. Look, Henry, I'm fond of that beast, but you ought to keep him under control.
Come on, Oaks. We'll get to Trotsky tomorrow, and there'll be plenty of food there. We're a noble's escort, so they're obliged to feed us well. Pheasant in wine, roast pork with apples. Those sausages of yours are only fit for a dog anyway.
For Christ's sake, stop giving me a hard time. I'll have you know that sausage is fucking good. But neither you nor your dog will get to taste it.
Wouldn't you swap it for something?
I might. Tankard has my ring. I lost it to him at dice, and if I go home without it, my old woman will send me right back. If you can get it back, I'll be glad to give you that sausage.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, who has his ring?
Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
I see you've got...
Sure. How's
me
about
skip that.
spicing it up with a little wager?
I heard you won a ring off Oaks. What about that?
Fortune favours the brave, lad. But if you lose, you'll pay for everything I order in the tavern in Trotsky. All right?
If you're interested in gaming, you can find a gaming tavern. Held dice from the previous throws. Scored points. Yeah, looks like it's the exact same as... After 3 doubles the value. Yep. The Devil's Head acts as a joker, adding 1 value to any combination of dice. So it's essentially
I hope
the exact
Lady
same
Luck
game
will be on my side.
as the last one, which is good.
It looks pretty
Bust.
bad, eh?
Oh, eat me.
Fuck, that's rotten luck.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at this again. Start the game by rolling all 6 dice. Select the scoring dice you want to keep. Put them to the side. However, if you don't roll a single scoring die, you lose all points gained out of this turn. There are dice to... So how is it best a bet or a bust the first time? You have to roll a 1 and a 5, right? That's what it is. You have to roll a 1 or a 5. I didn't mean to hit score and continue. I probably just busted. Oh, I wanted to hit. Don't want to talk about it.
Here.
Oh, come on.
Aye, that'll do. Ha-ha! My lucky dice never fail. It's mine.
That's just great.
You can never have too much.
All right, let's carry on.
I will beat it.
We'll see whose
I should've
side
won.
luck is on
I need to
today.
hit score and continue. I mean, granted, if you would have won that run regardless. Alright, 400 off rip. Man, it just gets 100.
Here. No, that's as far as I go.
Okay, still in the lead. We're good. Okay, we got 2, 3. I thought I had a 4. Don't have a 4. Okay, so we'll just... We'll just roll it.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know?
That's seriously all we got?
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Oh, fuck off.
Here.
Please bust.
Oh, come on. Curva.
And
Damn
just the
your
ball,
eyes.
baby.
You played well. What's to be done? A bet is a bet. Here's your ring. Come on, Conrad.
What?
Let's throw a few dice.
For the love of God.
It seems Tankard can't tell a 5 from a 6. I won that ring off him.
You beat the bastard. Ha! You're a dab hand, Henry.
player
Thanks.
models look
Will you
so
give it
good.
to me? If I go home without it, the old woman will break her broom over my back.
What will you give me for it?
Well, all I've got here is some grub. Want a sausage? It's venison.
All right. And enough games. You won't easily find another mug who'll exchange a ring for a sausage.
Yeah. True enough.
Leave me alone! Oh, you own it too well. It's all one little game.
Here, mutt.
Yes, sir. Alright, let's see what...
Henry, come here. Henry. Oh, that was a tight thing with the captain, eh?
It looked for a while like we'd be charging at each other.
I must say, I wasn't expecting that bastard to start on me.
Yeah, I could tell.
But we managed the situation all right in the end. He even apologized to us. If Hannah had seen it, maybe he'd finally stop treating me like a child, eh?
Well, I don't know. When I look at you, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Kiss my arse. And by the way, since you're here, how about stretching our limbs a bit? After that long journey. With a bit of swordplay.
You're in the mood for that after riding so long?
Certainly. So then, eh? Eh?
All right then. Just a bit of swordplay for the hell of it? Or should we have a wager?
Let's save the wagers for later.
Oh, you afraid?
Keep the biting remarks to yourself. You've got armor on, so just grab your helmet. Here's a practice sword for you. Have that ready too.
Alright. Give me just a moment, guys. My daughter just fell asleep. I'm gonna put her in the bassinet so that way I can get in better position to keep playing. So I'll be right back. Alright, and I think we're good to go.
Thing is getting on.
Press I to open your inventory. Ooh. Player menus where you can find all sorts of important information about Henry in this surrounding world, divided into 6 sections, between which you can move to the right and left. You can see which section of the player menu you are in the upper signpost. M for map, J journal, I inventory, P player, and N opens the codex. Ho! Oh, there's a pouch, that's new. Belt, necklace, gloves, armor. Oh, okay, so they've separated some stuff, like the pants and leg armor. Right, because if I'm not mistaken, the armor just went in the pants section in the last game. You got shirts, chest plate, coat. Okay, you got slots for here. Current outfit. I'm assuming you can swap. Putting on armor has a few important rules that must be followed. Properly assembled armor will protect you the best. Head protection under helmet. You must always wear additional head protection under your helmet, such as a coif or hood. The helmet itself will protect you from being cut, while the protection underneath absorbs heavy impacts. Okay. Gambeson under chest armor. A gambeson is a long, thick, padded shirt that forms a cushioning layer between your body and the metal of the armor that protects you. Quilted hose under leg armor, like a gambeson. Quilted hose creates a soft layer between your body and the plates on your legs. Shoes under spurs. To properly use spurs, you must first put on some shoes. So, well, that makes sense. You can create 3 outfits for different occasions in the inventory and switch between them on the fly. Each outfit is marked with its coat of arms, and every item you are equipped with in that outfit is marked the same way. Multiple coats of arms. Yeah, that makes sense. Using outfits, you can create a full plate armor set for close combat, a sneaking outfit for stealthy business, or even a DAPA ensemble for when you want to make a good impression. And O switches your outfit. Okay, fair enough. So we're gonna equip the longsword. Before putting on helmet. Oh, okay, there we go. So you have to, and I like how it separates this. Like now there's head, body, arms, legs, and that's cool. So I have to put that on before I put on the helmet, which makes sense.
So, should we start?
Ready?
I am indeed, sir.
Let's
Hold the sword
start.
out.
Draw your sword.
Oh,
Hang on. This time, let's get warmed up. I'll attack you a few times. You defend.
Go ahead. Impress me. Is that the best you've got? I didn't even work up a sweat.
Oh, you will soon enough. A foe in plate armor has to be worn down.
Let's see it then. Attack properly now. A longer sequence. You want to wear me down like that? Come on, try again. Enough!
Now you're warmed up, eh?
Yeah, but you're pretty winded yourself. While you're attacking, you still have to take care you have strength left to defend.
Now save the advice and try it yourself.
Gladly. On guard. Good. Nice.
okay, so I just hold
That's
right
the
click
way.
and it auto blocks.
Good. Good.
Oh, that's enough. No one's ever won a duel just by blocking. You've got to make an opening to strike back. And you do that by means of a perfect block.
Perfect block, eh? You've become a real swordsman.
Start your attack then.
Pretty good. That's it. No.
Shut the fuck up, DeAndre.
But what about a riposte?
Get
Reckon
a
you can
sausage
manage
finger
that?
happening.
Why wouldn't I? Nothing
Where's the
to
hat?
it.
Because he bought. I'm not.
I just
I'm
follow
wearing
up a
hat 'cause
perfect
my
block
hair is
immediately
not.
with a strike.
I showered
I'll
last
show
night
you.
and slept.
Get ready.
My hair's all over the place. I got long fucking hair.
Too fast for you, am I? Block it. Nice. You have to block first. Sweet. Well,
You ain't gotta
You're not
explain to
as good
me,
as Captain
roly
Bernard.
poly.
but that wasn't
Your
bad.
bitch ass is probably
Be
still
sure to
in bed.
remember, if someone gives you a riposte, you can still fend it off with a perfect block. And it's best to follow up right away with your own riposte.
Yeah, right. But what if I want to attack in such a way that you can't make a perfect block?
Then it's best to attack at a spot where your opponent isn't covered. Where he's not holding his weapon. You defend, and I'll show you how.
All right.
You got cameras in my
I'm on
room,
it.
stalker? Ooh, you weirdo.
Too slow. Nice. Nice work, Henry. All right. I get it. For Christ's sake. Enough demonstrations and explanations.
Let's have one training duel to finish up, eh?
Indeed. And let's have a wager to spice things up. How about 100 groschen?
All right. 100 groschen it is.
Defend yourself. First hit. How do you do it?
that's what I thought, mate.
Ow!
Nearly done it.
Kurwa!
Jesus. How did he do that?
Fuck me!
See that, fella?
Oh, come on now.
How do you do it?
He sounds like you when you said F me, but you say it with a little more sass.
Ow! Kurwa!
You knocked the stuffing out of me. I
You
yield.
defeated Capon during practice again. Woke up and chose violence.
Sake, you're unstoppable.
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
waiting
you
for
won
this
the
game for
bet,
so
fair
long,
and
man.
square. I'll settle with you when we get to Trotsky. Now let's go and eat. That swordplay gave me quite an appetite.
So who won, gentlemen?
It seems this isn't my day. I knew I shouldn't have bet with you. You've improved since that last time in Ratai.
I won back then too, as I recall. You had to give me your bow.
You were unbelievably lucky, beating me after just one day of training. True, I wasn't in my best form that day. We had a drink or two beforehand.
Oats? What's this food supposed to be?
What's left of our supplies? Tomorrow we'll be at the castle, and we'll get some decent grub.
If you told us earlier, I could have shot a hare. And you could have cooked it like they did in the tavern the day before yesterday.
That tavern where you drank away all your coin?
Ha! You've got to have some fun.
And then you tried it on with the innkeeper's daughter when you were shit-faced.
She was pretty. A real peach. Admit it.
Only a fella was there.
I had to drag you out. Strength. I dragged you apart. Agility. You could have carried on with us till morning. Vitality. I cleared things up with the husband. Ooh, Where's the black people? Well, it is medieval Central Europe. I don't know if there's too many. Strength, agility, vitality, or speech. What do I go, DeAndre? Strength, agility, vitality, or speech? Strength.
And I had to drag you out of that tavern before everyone pounced on us.
And he had his work cut out. You wasn't having it much.
Now, if you was able to court the lasses like me, maybe she wouldn't have started screeching.
Screeching is crazy.
I can't say I'm surprised. Just imagine it, fellas. You're a fair maiden. Your lovely locks falling on your shoulders. No thought of wickedness. And then Tankard's fat head appears before you with his crooked mouth.
and he says, "Where's the shit, oh my pretty?"
I've got nothing to regret. The whole world turns around wenches. Ain't that right, Henry?
Hmm?
You never gave us the goods on that lass of yours. What was her name now?
Teresa. She lived
That
with
leg
that
laugh
crook
was fake.
Peshek at the mill.
And she saved my life.
A brave girl.
Aye. She's a fine lass. And? Is she any good? Like, is she any good? Get me?
Hey, yo. Ooh.
She's brave.
Nothing happened.
She saved my life when I
What's up,
went
Dylan?
back to Scallis after it was raised to bury my parents, and a bunch of mercenaries attacked me. And that's all I'll say.
You know, this travelling isn't too bad.
Apart from the mosquitoes.
Aye. Apart from them.
Where were you yesterday evening, Henry? You were late for supper. That's not what I call watching over our Lord.
Hey, don't make trouble.
Ooh. Mutt caught a scent. I was with you the whole time. I was looking for some shelter. I needed a bit of peace and quiet. What a scholar answer. I think I'm gonna go with the Houndmaster.
Mutt
I didn't get
caught
to
a
do
scent,
much with the dog in the first
ran off
game.
into the woods and wouldn't come back.
And what was it?
There's a footpath there with some derelict house at the end. Mutt was standing outside, barking like crazy. But there was nothing inside but mouldy furniture and some burnt bones. So I calmed the poor pup down, and we came back to the camp.
He don't seem like no poor pup to me, especially after the way he came barking at me today.
And what about, time, sir? I mean, will we be getting any time off, sir?
It depends. Once von Berghoff hears us out, we should set off back home immediately.
What? Straight back on the road?
Well, we could stay a day or two, perhaps.
Does anyone know anything more about von Berghoff?
I'm just gonna stay silent.
I've already told you all I know. Von Berghoff is a very important nobleman, the royal chamberlain. He administers the country for the king, collects taxes. It's like this. There's the king, then him, then a very big gap, and then me. And we are envoys sent to offer him an alliance.
I heard he insists on having the finest swords, and that he's got a big collection of all kinds of swords and daggers.
Collecting them ain't the same as knowing how to use them.
And is he any good at sword fighting? It ain't nothing easy to learn.
The sword is a wonderful weapon. I prefer shooting. Nah, sort of.
The sword is the weapon of a master. Balanced, fast, and suitable for all situations. Of course, you have to train with it and try to improve your technique, but the result is worth it.
Aye, I get it. It was just a training fight. Pardon me.
Oh, swords, swords, swords. No doubt you're going to tell us again how the perfidious Istvan Toth stole your sword. And I thought you'd come round to thinking about other things.
That sword is the only reminder I had of Pa. We forged it together, just before he was slain. But that's another matter. I suppose you've heard enough of that, eh?
Well, you know.
Ah, it's all right.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in Istvan's shoes if you ever come face to face with him again.
What? So Radzig ain't dead, though?
Enough, enough. Otherwise we'll be here for hours again hearing how Martin the Smith raised him even though Radzig is his real father. It's complicated, and let's leave it at that. No offense.
Who help me tomorrow with getting supplies for the journey back?
We rolled dice for it, and I won, so Conrad goes.
What are you on about?
Enough. Oath, you're no fun at all. There'll be a feast at the castle tomorrow, so forget about supplies.
Anyone for another helping? There's plenty left. Maybe even a bit for morning.
No thanks. I must wash myself down a bit.
My words exactly. We can't turn up at Trotsky tomorrow in this state.
Title XE smells like gelatinous armadillo buns.
Let's go and strip, Henry. Fellas, come and help us get out of this armor.
Are you really going to bathe here, Sir Hans? It don't look none too safe a spot to me.
Oh, don't be such an old woman, Oates. Bring some wine to warm our blood.
Yeah, we're not on a trip to the baths here, Sir Hans.
Henry's right, sir. Duty first, fun later.
God's wounds. I haven't been away from Rattay in ages. So, here, I intend to live a little. Blasted iron shirt. Oh, what a relief. I feel like I've just shed 40 pounds.
Dylan smells like stale salt and vinegar pork skins.
Christ. Will I ever live to see his young lordship finally grow up? He's got a good heart, but he doesn't have the sense that he was born with.
Well, responsibility will catch up with him soon enough, though.
There's more chance of me becoming a monk.
That's a view fit for a king.
Whew. You were right about our stench.
Let's hope this water isn't too cold. You wouldn't want your pride and joy shrinking.
Hey, yo.
I'm worried about it being too deep.
Come on.
Title XE is a Balchinian. Dylan plays double dutch with his tits. Jesus
really
Christ.
shrivels the old ball sack.
That really shrivels the old ball sack. Jesus Lord.
What's the matter?
Females!
Yeah, that's how DeAndre reacts.
Sir Hans.
Oh, shut up and let's go. But quietly. We don't want them to spot us.
Hans.
Head down.
Okay.
Crouch down.
Crouch with
Fox.
choices? No.
They'll see you. Hear that singing? They must be close. Hear that? Do you think they might be bathing? Come on, let's get closer. Shit! One of them's doing laundry. We have to get closer to the others. Only she's blocking our way, right in our path. Damn it. Throw a stone in the water near her to lure her away. Once she notices it, we'll hurry along the other
Yeah,
side.
she doesn't hear you fucking talking.
All right. What was that?
It worked. Let's go.
So your neck is so fat when you turn your head, you get seasick from your neck waves. She got them yams.
We'll go even closer, but carefully.
Hans is a whole creep, bro.
Pana je u muzyky, směje se na kasníky, klient pijou jedí, Pana sama sedí, aleluja domina, aleluja.
Henry, I told you to... Fucking God, you're a...
Boys. Boys getting slaughtered. What are we doing? That water looks like what I imagine the village bath water is. Not the old man. It's a good thing we went in the water. Jesus Christ.
Don't be a fool, Henry. We don't stand a chance. We'll wait till they're gone, and then head back to camp. Maybe some of our men got away.
Hey!
What the fuck are you doing?
Hey! Hands off her, you brute! What the hell's going on here? Let her go, you pigs! That bastard's with them!
Fucking hell! You couldn't just leave it be, could you? Come on! Run!
Catch them! Enough, I said!
What the fuck? It's mine!
Oh! Yo, uppercutted with a mace is crazy.
What are you gaping at? Shoot! Don't just stand there, you idiot! After them! Along the bank!
Christ! When did you learn to swim?
Now we're just doggy paddling.
Just now.
Fucking armor! Come on! We'll cut them up on the other side! Oh, he's torches, quick!
Oh, look, it's Austin swimming. I actually don't know how to swim, so pretty much.
Oh, Mott. What the fuck was that, Henry? You rescuing a damsel in distress?
I'm done with running.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you call...
Ooh.
Oh, shit. Oh, you've been hit.
What?
Oh, shit.
Well, we can't leave it like this.
No, wait!
Oh,
Fuck!
it's a crossbow bolt.
We've got to flee. Can you walk?
Yeah, I'll manage. Lead the way.
You pull yourself together. We've got to vanish.
The hair icon under the compass signals what's happening around you right now. Enemies are searching for you. You can find an explanation of all the states in the menu. That's a cool little icon. And then BRB. You got a PP?
There's someone in front of us. Down.
They mustn't get away. Got that? Call out as soon as you see them. And then kill them. No fucking around. You, watch the middle of the gorge.
We can't
Keep
go
your
this
eyes
way.
peeled,
Go
right?
around.
You two, go up there. Get a move on.
Sacra. He'll see us. We'll have to wait.
Shut up, or the chief will hear you.
Now.
When all your talk started blind you.
One second. Wife texted me.
We've got to get to that tree trunk up ahead, quietly. There's more of them up top. Fuck!
This game looks so good.
I played dice against Lefty yesterday.
They're coming here! Stand still!
You reckon we'll find them?
Oh, I gotta check something real quick. Gotta make sure the quality's staying up. I had some issues like a week ago where like shit was
If
getting
they tried
boring.
to swim across the pond, they'll be found half dead somewhere on the
Run!
bank. Not
Quick!
here. Why are we moving down instead of being high up?
Because you can't see shit from up there through the foliage.
Oh, no. Fuck, they're in front of us. Quick, into the rocks. What now?
Hey? Hans! There's more of them up top!
Shit! Take cover!
Run ahead of them!
Where now, for fuck's sake?
Why are you stopping?
Here! Damn it, they're everywhere!
What are we gonna do?
How should I know? We can't go climbing into the rocks at night when we can't see shit.
But they'll catch us!
Oh, you don't say, genius.
Calm down, for fuck's sake!
Stop it! This isn't going to help us. You know what? Go and look into that gorge behind me and see if there's a way forward. Then come back to me. At least we'll know if it makes sense to go that way. If we can get out of the rocks. I'll stay here meanwhile and watch out for them.
What am I doing? Explore the entryway to the house. Bitch, which way? This way?
There's a path, but through fissures. Oh, there's no other way to go anyway. Hans won't be too happy when I tell him.
Okay, so do I have to go tell Hans now?
There were soldiers there, so I set off after you. Corva. That was a hellish maze. Let's go then.
I wonder if there was like, it was like a maze and I just happened to find the right direction the first try. Oh! Hey, yo! I guess I'm fighting naked?
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Too slow!
Cool cutscene. Yes, sir! Having a blade like that. Oh! I could have taken him. I didn't need no cinematic. Come on now.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
Not the quote from Pops.
I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house. If you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists. We did a fine job.
The flashback to the first game. I love that.
Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits. Like keeping your head on your shoulders.
Am I dead?
Ah. Ah, come now. I was the one who raised you, but you know how things really are. Why? Am I dead? Not yet. I'm dead, though.
I'm dead, though.
If I'm not, then how come you chose a different path than I wanted for you? And maybe that's how it was meant to be. But once you've chosen the path of adventure, you have to fight. You have to fight till the bitter end, with all the strength you can muster. You still have a long way to go till your work is done, Henry. So pull yourself together and wake up. It's not over yet.
For the love of God, wake up! Pull yourself together, Henry. Oh, thank Christ. Oh, I thought you were done for.
Where did he get clothes from? Oh, he took them from the bandit I killed.
Where am I?
Well, You dropped out of the sky like a shot-down hawk. And that fella landed with you. You broke your fall nicely, otherwise you'd have ended up the same as him.
What are you wearing?
Well, you won't be needing it. We can't be running naked through the woods. If you're capable of running at all.
And where's Mutt?
I've no idea. Just don't worry about your dog. He can look after himself. Right, we've got to disappear. Right, come on, I'll help you up. How are you holding up?
Not bad.
It's not so bad.
All right. That'll have to do for now. As long as you're able to talk. As long as you talk, I know you're hanging in there.
Oh, what's that?
Henry, what are you staring at?
They're here. Sigismund's army.
The only army here is the one-man army of Sahan's Cable.
Ah!
Jesus, don't do this to me. Pull yourself together and let's go. We have to go.
But the gate is closed.
Don't worry, my name will open any gate.
That made me jump.
Fuck. Let's not shit ourselves. We can do this, Henry.
Bianca.
I was saying Bianca. Those having flashbacks.
Father? Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you? Are you mad?
Mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what
Come
I
on.
say right now. Give the sword to someone.
For Christ's sake.
Anything happens, you'll take
Come
care of you.
on! Oh, you can hardly stand, damn it. But we'll make it together. You'll see.
Bro's spazzing out.
Henry, focus. Henry, pull yourself together. Please. God, there's nobody here. You're just imagining things. Don't give in to it. Hang in there. Make it together. You'll see. You're a warrior. You can do this. It's all right, Henry. I've got you. Just a little further. Henry, wake up.
The linden tree. Just like Father always wanted.
No, we can't stop.
And Pa... I let them all down.
You never let me down. Henry, a light. Look.
I see it.
We've got to go.
I see the light.
Hold on. Hold on. We're here. We're here.
Lena, is it you?
Greetings, good wife. Fear not. We mean you no harm. My friend needs help. Please.
Right. I'll see what I can do for him. Let's have a look at you. It's all right.
My parents. That was just a dream, Henry. We're in the woods. We were ambushed, but don't worry. We'll get you fixed up right as rain.
Now I've got you, whore sons.
Think you get strong!
Hey, lad! Are you alive, lad?
Are you alive, lad? Oh, dude, the flashbacks, man. I remember first time playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. And watching his mom and dad die. I was like, damn, this game's gonna be real good. Like, they didn't have to hit you that hard that early in the game.
I've come from Scallops. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone. Who? Who burned it to the ground? A huge army. They attacked without warning.
Get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
I am Sir Marquardt von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia.
Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother?
I ain't your ma, laddie. Oh, may all the saints be praised. I was afraid you'd never wake up again.
What? Where am I?
Where would you be? Here in my cabin, where you and that pal of yours burst in last night. Slowly, lad. Slowly.
You discovered your bed.
What happened? What about Hans?
He's taken care of for now, but he was on the edge there for a bit. And so were you, lad, so calm yourself. Last night you were 1 foot in the grave already. You were lucky you happened to turn up here.
Well, I have to talk to Hans.
You won't get much out of him now. He's lost a lot of blood and he has a fever.
What happened to him?
That cutthroat that followed you fellas cut him up bad. Hans was fighting him outside, then he came staggering in, said something about Fortuna, and collapsed on the floor.
And what about that cutthroat?
You can go out and have a look at him. Hans gave him a right hammering. I didn't get a wink of sleep with that corpse in my yard.
I understand. I'm sorry we caused you such trouble. But you'll save Hans, won't you?
God willing. I managed to pull you out of death's grip, so maybe I'll be blessed again. I'll go check on him as soon as I'm done with you. How are you feeling?
I've had worse. My shoulders stings a bit, but I'm all right otherwise.
You're brave. If you weren't, we wouldn't be speaking now. Ah, your shoulder is looking a lot better. I did my best, but I don't see good no more, especially at night. So I didn't do the best job. It just wouldn't stop bleeding. And now you've moved about, it started up again. Take this and bandage it up. Not much else we can do with it now.
Thanks. I reckon I can manage that. But I need to get a breath of fresh air to clear my head.
You slept through half of God's bright day, lad. So, if you feel up to it, go ahead. At least we'll see how steady you are on your feet. While you're at it, you can stop by the trough and wash all that nasty grime off of yourself. I found an old tunic. Put it on so you don't catch a chill. It gets cold here by the water. No doubt you'll be famished and need a bite to eat. There's some hot soup in the pot on the fire. If that ain't enough, I put some bread and cheese on the table outside for you. And you'll find some of our home-brewed liquor there, too, in case you need bucking up. Don't overdo it, though.
I won't. Thanks a lot. May God reward you 1,000-fold. What's your name, by the way?
Bushenna's my name.
Bushenna.
Well, I'm Henry.
I know. Hans told me. I'll go and check on him. When you're done with everything, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Miraculously, you survived the terrible fall, but you lost several main level skill and perk points due to your extensive injuries. You have no choice but to recover and regain them gradually later in the game. That is an interesting way to... because obviously this is a sequel, so that's an interesting way to make it to where, like, your character's not super overpowered right at the start of the game. I like it, but give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm ready. You're bleeding. Apply the bandages. Gotta use 4 to stop the bleeding, because I still got 2 left. You are hungry. Is there anything in my inventory? No. Okay, W to get up.
Aye. True bliss is a full belly.
Right, if I press I, nourishment is only 55. $69. Alright, 84. We'll do with 84 because I can't eat from the pot anymore, anyways. Didn't she say she'd give me like clothes or something? A short tunic. Did say he wanted to go outside. Oh, apparently cheese really fills you up.
Ah, I feel like a new man.
Do I want to take this stuff? I do like how it shows you the stats now before you even pick stuff up. Alright, I'm gonna wait before I take any of that. I'll just talk to this lady.
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too.
Why don't I just...
Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised.
I was just about to say, why don't I just
I'd be
move the
truly
body?
glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good
Sounds like
spot
my son's
somewhere
awake
in the
after
reeds
this
and
cutscene.
nettles.
Give me just a
And
second.
when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
Alright, let's get back to it. Oopsies. My bad. Take the spade.
This will be the weapon used by the bastard who cut up Sir Hans.
I'm definitely thinking I'd literally just take off his clothes. Ooh, he's got a torch. Equipping a pouch will open up slots you place potions and food into. You can then quickly consume these during combat. Huh. That's new. A worn gambeson. Beggar's hose. Vagrant's boots. I'm gonna look like a beggar, but that's okay. Can I wash myself up now? That does take the blood off the clothes. Okay, cool. Okay, now we pick up the body. Carry the corpse to the shrine. It's a big boy. Big boy. This game looks so good, though. Sounds good. It looks good.
Ah, shit. My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
After quite a bit of arduous work, right. Just a random pig. What was I looking for again? Some flowers?
Damn, shoulder still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
Sage.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
I'm just gonna pick some of them. Pick more. I don't know how much exactly needed. And then I don't know how to say that word.
That's it. Chamomile.
Chamomile.
Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double.
Right.
The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Chamomile. That's not what I was gonna say. Is that mutt?
What's that dog making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
One more time. I'm looking for those renegades. Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you. Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
You're from Lord von Bergov. You don't look like it.
Kulva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from...
My mic's not working!
Who else?
Why? Just... There we go. Oopsies.
Would we be from anyway? You can talk to me or talk to cold steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
Uh, I'm Pavel, and I'm here to help Bozena. That ambush happened on the other side of the pond. So that's where you should be looking. Not here. There's no one like that here.
Is that so? Seems like you know a lot about that ambush, but you don't have to concern yourself with that. You won't be breathing a word to anyone about that business yesterday. That I can assure you. This'll be quick, boy. This'll be quick, boy.
Did I just hit you twice in the head? Sword, how are you not dead? No, I let this guy die.
I don't want to die!
Well, I want you to die. Does this mean I'm gonna have to dig another? No, door and chest keys. Yes, please. Tin badge of head start. What is that? Q info. Yeah, small point lead at the start of the game. What does that do? I don't know what it does. Maybe I shouldn't have killed them. Okay.
Did
now
they
there's
hurt
two
you?
more bodies out
No. But I think they would have if you
I
hadn't
just buried
come
one, I
along.
got buried two more.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Now, don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
Alright then, lady. Oh, excuse me. Talking about this hut, lady?
Everything's prepared. There's an alchemy bench in the... First, go... People. Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction, and remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench, and we'll start.
Decoction? Doesn't that say succoction? Can't flip through.
Oh. Right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
Huh? You will need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile. Good, you can have one more. 2 handfuls of chamomile and a handful of sage. So I need wine.
What are you waiting for? So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Huh?
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. Cool it down quick. Take it off the flame. Try it. Move the cauldron up. Good. Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked. Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand. All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron. Before you put it on the flame, turn the sand glass. How long you're brewing it, it's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames. All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron. Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a file and pour it in.
Where the up there's the file.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Hey. Oh.
Here it is.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Well, if you feel up to it, I'd be right grateful to you if you was to rid me of that damn corpse what's lying there the whole time.
Sure. I'll do the best I can.
When you're done with that, go get some sleep. You won't miss anything, and you need the rest after everything that happened.
I think I already eluded him, though. Oh, firm boots. No, I'll just... So do I now have to move the other guy? Actually, I don't even know where he died.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder. Oof.
I'm not sure if it'll... Oh, I didn't mean to whistle. I'm not sure if it'll let me dig a grave for this guy, too. I don't know if it took into account that you would kill both. I doubt that it did. Oh, no, it did. Look at that. I do like how it did give you that third spot to bury that third body, even though like she doesn't mention it. So that's cool. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, like story-wise, but I guess they did think of that, so props to them. Can't sleep more than 12 hours. We Gucci. Oh.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine. And I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Strong the dog fucks the bitches. And war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Hans? He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
What strikes you as the most important part of your dream? The sword? Would it be the sword? The sword's the most important thing?
The sword. The last thing Pa forged before they murdered him. It might sound strange, but I feel his soul won't find peace until that sword is back in our family.
It doesn't sound strange at all, and swords are a symbol of kings. It could mean power and responsibility, or war and ruin. After all, a sword has two edges, and it depends who's wielding it.
Thanks, Pavlena. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me.
Full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Alright, perk points. You find all the important information about Henry's stats, abilities, current status. Throughout the game, you'll earn perk points, which you can improve your stat skills, warfare capabilities. In other tabs, you find buffs that can temporarily affect Henry's status, your reputation in places you've been, recall combos, or check the status of your animal companions. Companions plural. I know that, obviously, Mutt. I know Pebbles is back in this game, the horse. Okay. Alright, so we got an upgrade. That was weird. Well, we said you should do one good deed every day. If you gain reputation, the increase will be 10% higher. If you... okay. Yeah, I want to learn Charming Man. You're going to forge where the hard workers never short supply, and you find a certain satisfaction in it. If you carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half. Therefore, they will hardly burden you. And carrying them will no longer cost you extra stamina. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. Not bad. Train hard, fight easy. When Sir Radzig took you into his service, first thing he did was send you to train under Master Bernard. You still remember the beating he gave you. The required strength for all weapons will be 2 less for you, In general, if you have a lower strength than the weapon requires, you will do less damage with it. Conversely, if your strength is higher, you'll do more damage. With this perk, you'll reach that state sooner. Ooh. I like this one. The train hard, fight easy. I like that. Agility, deft hands. You wield weapons with ease and naturalness. As if you've done nothing else. As if you've done nothing else. Childhood. It's not a proper sentence. The required agility for all weapons will be 2 lower for you. Okay, so this is the same thing as the strength one. Okay, featherweight. Fall damage is reduced by 30%. I don't want to pull the Tim the Tab in. Speech. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are in near perfect or perfect condition, 98 to 100%, you'll gain 10% more money from them. They say silence is golden, but for you it's usually the opposite. You get a +4 speech bonus when haggling. Yeah, 100%. I want the haggling. Oh. Secondary. Ooh, alchemy. Raw food, herbs you have in your inventory will spoil 50% slower. I'll bring potions. Your energy will slowly replenish and your nourishment will not decrease. That's cool. You can sell the potions you brew for 30% more. I want this one for the food. I feel like that one's good early on. If you sharpen a weapon on the grindstone to a condition of 98% or higher, the weapon gains a bonus effect. If you wear boots repaired by yourself, sprinting will cost you 25% less stamina. That's cool. Armor and clothing that you repair yourself with the armorer's kit will make less noise when worn. Ooh. Oof. I'm gonna go razor sharp. If you were meant to get a hangover while sleeping, now you won't. Plus, when you're drunk, all the beds are 10% more comfortable, so you sleep like a king. Under the influence of alcohol, you'll be less likely to be injured by falling from a height because the patron saint of drinkers has a protective hand over you. Let's do the nightcap one. Horsemanship. Melee attacks from horseback will cost you 15% less stamina, and it will be harder for enemies to unseat you. Repairs with the combat skill will be 20% more efficient. Let's go night training. Mutt will defend you in battle and even attack enemies at your command. You can command you can command Mutt to hunt and send him after wild game. You'll find that he's a great help to you. You can command Mutt to sniff out places of interest or hunted game. To do this, select the free command. He'll alert you by barking if he finds something. Thanks to your loyal companion, you won't miss a thing. Let's go with the search. Scholarship. The offer of sitting has an increased comfort effect of 50%, so you can study faster. Okay, we'll just... The only one we can grab, that's fine. Warfare. If you are wearing a helmet, blows to the head will cost 20% less damage. Blocks will cost you 20% less stamina, and your shield and weapon will wear down 20% slower by blocking. Okay, we'll grab that one. Swords. If you successfully wound an opponent by a strike to an uncovered zone, it will be more difficult for the opponent to block your subsequent attacks. With a fully charged sword attack, your sword fighting skill will count 3 higher, so your attack will not only be stronger, but it will also be harder to parry. Let's go opening strike. That's the only one we got. Oopsies. Combos. I don't think we know any combos yet. Just lower. Left, right, left. Right, left, right. That's pretty simple. Buffs, reputations. Yeah, okay. So that's it for upgrades. One second. Alright, 1 second. I'm gonna have to burp the baby. Burp the baby. Hi, baby.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The 3rd time? What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had, some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat? He got shot in the backside.
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
No, true. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you. for your journey.
Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlena. This'll come in handy.
No doubt. But we'd better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first time.
I know, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, so it's no wonder folks buy from us. But I understand. Next time I'll come straight home, so you're not on your own so much. If anyone comes here again threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what they'd do with you.
They'd never catch me. You know I can take down a hare on the run, and a man's an easier target.
True enough. You've got a steady hand and an eye like a hawk. Not like me. But you know how it is. The less fuss going on around here, the better for us. And if anything does happen, we've got Growler, and he won't leave us in the lurch.
True. That animal is God's gift. Time to do something useful. The days are long, but there's no end of work to do.
Aye. Thank you, Pavlena. I don't know what I'd do without you.
God bless.
God be with you.
Are you whistling here?
I didn't mean to whistle.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Who's Toth?
What about the rest of our company? Could someone else have got away?
You saw for yourself. They didn't stand a chance. But you're right, we shouldn't just leave it at that. As soon as we get to Trotsky, I'll make sure they get a proper Christian burial and their souls find peace.
And when we get back to Ratai, we'll have a mass served for them.
You're right. They were damned good lads. I'd known Oates since childhood. Damn it.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trotsky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So, should we get going?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. But I see you haven't wasted any time and found yourself a weapon to replace that sword. That's good. You never know when you might need it around here. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa!
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am?
No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenes. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers. What is it? It's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
Find bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I thought we divided up fairly.
Talk about your captain.
Well, that toe rag only
Oh?
gave me the innards.
What do you want with that? Daddy's wounded.
Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back.
Alright, I think that is where I'm going to end this stream for today. I will have this VOD uploaded onto YouTube at some point. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and go follow me on Twitch. Peace, peace.